Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Dads-centric podcast, episode number 29. I'm one of your hosts this week, Nicholas Mazzeo.
I'm the best man, Jamie Campbell.
The best man, Jamie Campbell. We're a weekly podcast on YouTube that talk about random stuff. Hit up all the links down below. And it's good to be back.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a solid 3 weeks, and it's kind of been true.
Yes, it's true. The way we record some of these sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we record 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So like they don't go out for a few weeks. And You've been in Myrtle Beach. It's been busy times.
Myrtle Beach. Or as my mom calls it, Murder Beach with her accent. So it's quite hilarious.
Give me the accent.
I'm so bad at accents. I wish I could kill accents.
I really wish I could kill like a good Newfie accent sometimes.
You know what? I love that Canadian accent. Oh,
don't you know?
Yeah, and just it's just the way she is, you know?
Yeah, that's the way she goes, boys.
Yeah, I love that accent. Top 5 accents.
Have you watched Letterkenny?
No.
It's hilarious, and you need to watch it.
I know. It's so hard to do life. I need you to... I hate downloading stuff. Not that we download.
Well, you're on Bell, right?
Yes.
Don't you have
Crave? That's still
Crave
like
thing?
an extra $4 a month.
Oh.
So just...
I think it's on Crave. I downloaded it, yeah, but it's not easy to find. It's not a super popular show.
Yeah, because it's...
But it's basically this small fictional town in northern Ontario, and it's all of that. It's all of the... They have 2 hockey players that talk like old boys, and it's the whole thing.
I love that accent.
It's hilarious.
But anyways, yeah, it's good. Before I get into the Myrtle Beach, it's good to be back. I don't know. Sometimes, you know what I don't like? When we take too long in between episodes to record. Not that you guys have missed a week. You're welcome. But us taking the 2 weeks in between, I feel like it kills didn't it feel like this week trying to organize this? It was kind of like...
Oh, here we go again.
No,
I thought that you might feel that way. But at no point I was like, no. Like you even said maybe no episode this week because of...
because I thought that's where you were going with it. I'm like, well...
No.
Today, this is a Friday night. We're doing this on our Friday night.
On a long weekend.
So, you know where we usually
I hope you had a good
home.
Victoria Day long weekend.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed Victoria Day long weekend. By the way, we should have talked about this before we started recording. Do you think we should drop this on the Tuesday?
I was thinking
because holiday Monday, we're going to probably lose some views. People are going to ignore it because you're not doing your usual routine, right? You got the day off work.
Yeah, people want the drive in with us.
You got the drive in. We keep you company on your first day back to work. Maybe.
Happy Tuesday.
This could be on a Tuesday. We don't know yet. But anyways, Victoria Day. It was so great.
Are you doing fireworks?
You know what? I think so. I live on this street called Bentridge.
Oh yeah, your crew.
Yeah, my crew. So the Bentridge crew is pretty big on their firework holidays. So I know for Canada Day, which one did we go to? I think
Would you have went when Leia was 1 month old? Because that's what it would have been.
I can't remember now if she was around or if we were around. We might have been out. But I remember we were here for one of them, and it might have been the May 241 one, and it was legit. Like, this guy across the street from us, he buys them all. He buys like $300.
So you don't need to contribute your own fireworks?
No, but we throw him cash or whatever. And because, there's lots of kids on our street too, which is nice. So then he just like blows it up, and it's we block off the street. Like, no one's kind of driving in and out and stuff. But it's kind of funny. Like, weeks later, you'll find like fireworks shells in your backyard. I should guess it's dangerous now that I have a kid.
Speaking of things in your backyard, I was just stacking that wood in my backyard.
Stacking
some firewood. And behind my shed, I found a super old beer bottle. I don't know when it was from. Definitely not from me. Some random brand. So whatever. So I'm behind my shed, and I grab the beer bottle, and I go to toss it on my grass. And I have a pretty good lob.
Yep.
I'm going to be pitching baseball this week.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever, it landed like that much patio left until the grass and smashed everywhere. Half it on my patio and half it on
patio?
Yeah, it didn't hurt anything, but I have glass everywhere. So before I came here, I was just sweeping that up, and I hope I got everything on the grass.
Because of the kid.
I just swear.
And the dog.
I throw it. I'm like, and like midway, I'm like, I yelled out the F word. I'm just like, oh my God, I knew this happened.
You know what? Screw the kid. Lincoln cuts himself. Oh, hip. Coda cuts herself. That dog. That's straight out of your pocket. So I wouldn't be more concerned with the dog now, or doing something stupid like eating glass and going through the intestine. But how's that? I was going to say barbecue. How's that backyard?
It's good. It's pretty much done. Yeah, they did the whole thing. They ripped out all the backyard except for some of the grass, and they did the whole front yard. Nice dinner patio table, which we picked up that day that we did on Mother's Day barbecue. We put in a nice path to the back area, and we put in a nice fire pit, which you've seen some pictures of.
Yeah.
Excited to get that fire pit going. They just got to finish the lighting. They ordered the lights.
What lights? What do you mean?
We're getting 5 like really nice lights to put around the backyard.
Oh, okay.
They're not like apparently the solar stuff is crappy. This stuff is like
pretty crappy.
This stuff is all hardwired to the house. Like you plug it into the side of my house, and they're supposed to be really good. It's like $100 a light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to use it. How was Myrtle Beach?
Myrtle Beach was actually really good. So we lucked out. We got like great weather because, as you recall, when we went to Dominican Republic, we got screwed.
Like rain, 5 out of the 8 days?
Yeah. We got rained out. So we hit up some good weather in I was gonna say Myrtle Beach unintentionally. Pretty good. So I think I was talking about this a couple episodes or whatever ago. This was the drive. Like this was the test.
Big
Because
test.
I even asked.
It wasn't even a test. It was just go time.
It was just go time. Like this was gonna happen. So I even asked kind of like the super friends. I'm like, sorry, I haven't been keeping track of time, but who's done a road trip yet? And I don't think any one of us have done a serious road trip, that maybe driving up to the cottage or something.
Yeah.
So Google Maps, as we discussed, paints this as 14 hours. And they're right. But so heads up, if you're planning a road trip with a baby, I rated a 9 out of 10. Like Leia was a 9 out of 10. But your kid has to enjoy the car to an extent. If your kid doesn't enjoy the car,
like mine,
like Lincoln, 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Do not do this. Do not do this.
And unless you're a bad parent, it's not like you can just like be like, okay, come out of the car seat.
Yeah,
come here a little bit. You know. No, you're in that seat.
You're in that seat. So what we did is we left at by the time we got on the road or whatever, it was like 4:15 in the morning. And so she had already been sleeping.
Don't you love leaving that early?
Sometimes, yeah, because you
feel
get
like it's something about it.
You get jacked up, and it was nice because we obviously packed. And this was nice because you're not going to an airport. So I had packed and loaded the car like at 9:00 at night. So it was like literally wake up, shower, let's go.
Yeah.
Like just like you're going out to run any errand, but your car's loaded with shit. So we went, and so it got scary because Leia wouldn't go back to sleep. And that was the plan, but she just had essentially almost like 6 hours of sleep. So
did she bounce back when she got home? Or
in terms of her routine?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But so we're driving towards the border at like 4 a.m, and she's like wide awake. We're like, no, it's not part of the plan. Like you need to fall back asleep. She pretty much falls back asleep right when we get to the border. And so all the people of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I guess it's the South, right? I've been there to Texas. I've been to Florida and stuff. They're like legit, like that Southern hospitality, like the best people. The only asshole American I met was the border guy.
Well, that's a given.
That's a given. And it's just like we get there, we roll up. It's 5-something in the morning.
Was he being an asshole to a mom, a dad, their kid, and the grandma?
Yeah. No, I don't. I guess I initiated the screw up. So I roll up. And roll down the window, and he says, citizenship. It's 5 a.m. So I wasn't in the game yet. I just hand him my passports because in my head, I just heard the words, let me see your passports, when really he said citizenship.
Yeah. Or he could just read your passport.
Or he could just, because I'm pretty sure it says that in my passport, right?
It does, yeah.
So I just gave him the passports. And then I'm just like not looking at him or whatever. And I feel like his eyes burning into my head, and he does like the, for those of you listening, like just the wide eye, like, hello, bro.
I hate that.
And then I'm giving him the, like, what? Like,
you're being searched.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't hear you. He's like, and then he's like, what the hell's wrong with Canadians today? He's like, are they all deaf? You're the third one this morning or already.
Maybe it's him.
Yeah, maybe you're the problem. You're the common denominator here. And I was like, I didn't hear you, man. And he's like, citizenship. It's like, Canadian. You've now read my passport.
Like 3 times over.
And then I had to roll down the window because obviously now he has to look at Leia, who's sleeping. And at this point, I was like, she just fell asleep. I was like, if he wakes her, then I have to go to war.
What would he need to wake a 1-year-old for?
I don't know. But rolling down the window, maybe him like being a douchebag, getting his face in there. I'm like, if you wake this baby, I have someone in the army. You might have met him.
Army.
I will, yeah, army. We haven't used one of those in a while. I will get him down here. He will go to war. But luckily, then he was cool. He's like, whose car is this? I was like, my mother's. And then he's like, all right, enjoy. I was like, thank you. And then that was it. And then it was smooth sailing. She went down to sleep. And it was the best. You've never done a long drive like that, have you?
For your birthday last year was the longest one we've probably done.
What did we do for my birthday last year?
Cottage. We went to the cottage.
Oh, okay. So just going up to the cottage kind of thing.
Yeah, it was out an hour.
You've never been to like Montreal? You driven to Montreal or Ottawa?
With
with a kid. Yeah.
No,
I guess that's it, right?
The longest drive I've done has been to Newfoundland, which is pretty much 2 days. You can get to like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia in about a day.
Yeah.
And then depending on your timing, the following day you can maybe get on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she was actually really good. And then what would happen is, the thing is, as much as she loves the car, she would then wake up and then be cool with it for a little bit, for like an hour or so. But then it's like we wouldn't stop driving. So then she'd get antsy. So then someone would need to constantly entertain her. Like,
what were your entertaining options?
Toys, books.
So you haven't had her watch any like super simple songs or
robot.
No.
That would have been also smart to do, like download some on.
Yeah, when we went to
iPad. Dominican.
We went to Dominican. Yeah, we pre-downloaded on because you can do that on Netflix.
I think I meant to do that, and then did it. But then she did good. So the only problem is, so if any of you have done long road trips, right? The whole idea is like you just want to keep driving. Yeah. You just want to keep on the road. Obviously, you stop for gas and food. We actually only stopped 2.5 times for gas, and then we stopped for like a breakfast at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and then a lunch, and then we checked in at a hotel at like the 10-hour drive.
What's going on in Pennsylvania? Like you look around, it's like, hey, it's Pennsylvania. Like,
yeah, we drove through Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
On the way there, which is cool. They have like bridges and they're all painted yellow. And then there was like a protest happening.
Are all the Pittsburgh teams like yellow?
I guess so.
Penguins,
like black
Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers are yellow, right?
And the Pittsburgh Pirates are like yellow and black, I think. And then there was like a protest going on, and then like there was streets closed, and then there was so many bridges and overpasses. Our GPS got all screwed up, so we got turned around in Pittsburgh for a little bit, but then figured it out. Pretty much, it's like as long as you're going south, I guess you're going in the general direction you need to go in. But anyways, figured it out. Stayed at a hotel in North Carolina. At the 10-hour mark, which took us about 14 hours of driving. So what I was trying to say is like that's the problem is if you're wanting a quick stop, like you could go to Arby's like I showed you, 20 minutes, smash a couple burgers, get back on the road. You can't do that because it's not fair to the baby.
Yeah.
Because once they're out, Leia loves the car, but then she grew to hate it during this week because she's like, you're putting me back in. She does the stiff body, the pencil, and then she's like, no.
Every day I pick Link up from daycare, it's like a 50% chance he gives me a problem getting the thing.
Yeah.
And it's even worse if we stop at like a Home Depot or whatever. It's like
the in and out.
Yeah, it's the worst.
So then you have to make everything like an hour-long stop, which kind of sucked.
So I know nowadays you use GPS, obviously, but you still probably had a navigator. Like you were checking the phone, or Steph was checking the phone, right?
No, we weren't using the phone because.
Oh, you're in Dash.
Yeah, we had the mounted GPS. My mom's car doesn't have an in-dash.
Oh, right, your mom's car. When we went to Newfoundland 2 times, I was like front seat navigator. I was like 9 years old, and I literally had the map. Like when I was your age.
In my day. But we Steph has CAA, or I guess we have, I don't know. It's cool. They will actually print off from your front door to the destination step by step.
That's what MapQuest used to do.
Yeah, but they print it off for you. It's like a 100-page book, like ring-bound thing they give you, and each
you
page.
Order this from CAA.
Yeah, it's free.
I have CAA.
Yeah, it's free. You just go and say, "Hey, I live here. I'm going here." They'll print off. It's like this thick,
That's cool.
And it even has the way back. Like so, then you get to so you have that as backup, and but I love the GPS in the sense that like you're driving and it's just like, okay, in 60 miles, go here. 20 miles. So those are like long chunks, right? Yeah. So like, and then the best is when you finally make that ramp exit or turn. It's like, and then the next thing comes up, says in 300 miles, do this.
Yeah, just
it's like, oh yeah, cruise control, just throw the kid away somewhere, turn on some music, and she's like, I'll see you in 5 hours.
You know, you always see in the movies, like a lot of movies take place in the States, obviously, when they're on those like those interstates, man, that are just nothing, and just road. Did you go across some of that? Because I feel like I'd fall asleep.
But it's not that dramatic scenery where there's like nothing. Right. It's just it looks like a 2-lane highway with like forest though.
Yeah,
so
like,
it's not
like going up north.
Yeah, pretty much, right? But like and
I guess you have to be more towards the desert and stuff like that.
I guess maybe it opens up that way, but anyways, Myrtle Beach was legit. I recommend it if you want to go out. It's essentially we have to go there when our kids are older.
Yeah,
like it's the perfect fan. It's like Niagara Falls if it was nicer, and it had a beach, and it's just way better. Like there's a Ripley's Aquarium there. Like there's everything there, and then there's the boardwalk. So it's like a legit family spot.
That segue though, Niagara Falls.
That Niagara Falls segue.
I was literally about to talk about it. I'm like, speaking of vacations or getaways, but
we're getting really good at
but
these
you literally
segues.
said Niagara Falls. I'm like, there's my door.
What's going on?
I opened the door. Well, I told you a little bit about it today. So one of my favorite things. So we go on a lot of events. We go to beer fests and wine events and wine tours and right as friend groups, we've done a lot of these things.
Yeah.
One of my top things was 2 years ago for your Steph's birthday.
Yeah.
It was
2 or 3
seconds or something, or whatever. We did a wine tour in Niagara on the lake. So I wanted to get back. It's been a couple of years. We all had kids. We got delayed. And it's unfortunate we can't go with you guys. You're not available. But we're going. I don't know if it'll be as fun with just 2 people. I hope it is.
A wine tour?
Yeah. And we ended up turning into almost like a mini half anniversary celebration. Just because when you're spending as much as we are on a hotel room because it was always available, you can't help but be like, okay, this went from a little day at Niagara to go have some wine to a weekend type of thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, we booked it. A nice hotel.
This weekend you're going? No, next
weekend. Yeah, we went to I went to probably 50 not Airbnb, 50 bed and breakfast websites. And I just literally clicked through Google Maps, click, website, check reservations, solid. And what annoys me was last night I had went on to one of the first ones I checked, and it had one. And I didn't book it because we didn't book Zoom Leisure yet, which is the tour company.
Yeah,
they were basically doing the exact same thing we did with Steph. We're going to like 4 wineries and that one oak. Remember Vanessa bought a hat.
Yeah,
something oak.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing the same exact tour, and we're hoping we strike gold twice, I guess. Yeah.
And so you're just biking by yourself. Like you're not.
Just 2 of us.
Yeah.
We'll have lunch at one of the wineries. We have dinner planned at the hotel, breakfast the next morning, then we'll get back. This is Link's first full-on sleepover at my mom's and dad's.
What's it's just one night, yeah.
Yeah, so it's playpen, hopefully. And my mom's gonna have a playpen. I mean, Link doesn't really wake up now till like 6:30 or something.
Yep.
So finally he's adapted. Hopefully my mom doesn't get woken up at like 4 because I can't picture my mom just like up at 4 dealing with this kid. But it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna leave them the car so they have the car seat and everything ready to go if they want to go anywhere.
Yeah, I guess you might as well. We're very dad heavy. I like it because that's our podcast.
Yeah.
But I bet you like no one else cares. I want to go back to Niagara. When we went a couple years ago, we went to, that restaurant, Wine Keller? Was that the name? Or is that the name of a winery?
And then we went to the haunted house after. Yeah.
And then we got hooked up with the haunted house.
Yeah. See, my thing worked. I always get made fun of, for those watching, when I mentioned maybe the waiter knows someone to hook us up, get us in a club. Or like when we were in Vegas, I had mentioned to the steak lady, hey, can you get us into the popular club in Vegas? She's like, no. And I forget what she ended up saying. But didn't it kind of work out? Didn't she say something? Because
I forget where that steakhouse, it's in one of the hotels.
Yeah.
The Wynn? No. But I think she said, I can get you into like this hotel's club.
Yeah.
But we're like, no, we're going to this club. And then she's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
So in Niagara Falls, I had asked, and it turns out like his uncle owned a haunted house right next door.
Best part though was you didn't ask to go to a haunted house. Yeah. You said, hey, can you get us into any clubs or anything? He's like, no, but I can get you into the haunted house attached to this restaurant. And I think his name was just Trevor. He's like, just say Trevor sent you.
We went right in.
I don't
understand how all of those attractions at Niagara Falls make any money.
Yeah.
Like I've been in a couple of them. I've been in they have like a Dave & Buster's there, right? I've been in, and it feels like it's just empty. And you go into these haunted houses or these like Ripley things, and they just seem so empty.
I think in the summer it's a whole, because Myrtle Beach was the same thing. We actually arrived the weekend before the season starts. So we went to what's supposed to be kind of a busy portion, and it was all closed because it was a Tuesday afternoon. So I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, how did they do it? But literally this past weekend would have been when the official season starts in Myrtle Beach. And that's got to be where they just kill it for so much, right? But
that was the best escape room I've ever done, though, that trip. The same one you're talking Keller.
Oh, that escape room? Yeah.
We were in that dark dungeon. We went down some rickety ass stairs.
Oh, that was, where we were in the one giant room, but it was like a laboratory. Yeah, it was like a bunker. It was the bunker.
Yeah. That was so cool. It was really well done.
To tape. Yeah, that was actually... We made it with like 45 seconds left.
I don't even think it was that. It was less than that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We need to go back to an escape room.
I've done so many now.
I'm waiting for the sequel to the one that was in a huge ass room.
Oh, the haunted, the scary
not
one?
out yet. They've been like promoting it forever.
The scary one. The only thing I think that's ruined it, we went to this one that's like you have to like survive essentially. And so there's monsters or whatever chasing you. And if you get caught when you're not in a safe zone, you get taken out or whatever. None of us got taken out though.
Yeah, it's a
which takes the edge off. Then if we do it again, it makes me think that they have the 2 employees, and all they do is run around, but they don't bother to run around. And
it is amazing though because you were able to call out for a guy for like if you had to turn in a quest essentially, right? Like I think of a video game, you had to turn in a quest. So you'd literally like say like I forget it was the wizard or something, and he literally would show up like that. And this is it was a big play area, and it just seemed like he was always like literally right around the corner.
Yeah, he did good.
How did he see so well? Maybe they have night goggles or something. I couldn't see shit.
Laser
eye surgery like makes your night vision worse.
Does it?
Yeah. So I couldn't see like literally nothing.
That's what you have to give up to get laser eye surgery is your night vision?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the laser I got done, which was the new one at the time. Now there's even a newer one, which I don't know.
Which probably gives you night vision.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else going on, man?
I bought Star Wars underwear.
Star Wars. Welcome to the #1 Toronto-based, dad-based, Star Wars-based podcast where we talk about Star Wars.
One day, so I realized my wardrobe is feeling outdated, and I always feel like it's outdated. I hate buying clothes. I hate spending money on clothes before the fact. After the fact, I'm like, yeah, I look good.
Yeah.
But I try to like really space out my clothes buying adventures. Mm-hmm. But when I go shopping, I go all out. I spend like hundreds of dollars. So anyway, I've been realizing that I either wear jeans or these like brown jean khaki. What are they called? Them. What are they called? Chinos. Yeah. And I've been wearing those mostly for club nights, which is like once every 6 months. That my brother bought me for Christmas. So anyways, I wanted a new like going out pant. So I bought like a gray chino, and I bought a couple shirts, including this one. I'm like, I need a refresh in underwear and socks. Like, just when socks are starting to get like, I need to like throw out half my socks and just buy like 20 pairs. Yeah. So anyways, I bought a couple socks, bought a couple underwear, and I was looking for, it's H&M, so they have like various things. Yeah. And I got Star Wars ones. And they didn't have medium or whatever I was looking for. So Vanessa eventually found them, and I was like, you're letting me down, and she found them, and she's like, how about now? And then the other night, I had walked in our room. I don't know, at one point, I wasn't wearing Star Wars underwear that day, but at one point, I grabbed them out of my drawer, somehow put them on without Vanessa seeing, and I walked in just in Star Wars underwear, and I just walked in like, doing like a pose or something.
Classic, yeah. As one does when married.
Died of laughter.
As one does when one is married.
Gotta make your wife laugh, man.
Yeah, you gotta spice it up with Star Wars underwear. I have a pair of Star Wars boxer briefs with Darth Vader on them. I got them actually as a gift from super fans of the show, Mike and Steph Neal. I think a couple of years ago or a year ago or something. And one of the comfiest pairs I own. Yeah. I wore them when we went to go watch Rogue One.
Nice.
Just for the record.
I will wear mine when we watch episode 8.
Yes. I wore them. They're one of my comfiest pairs. So
mine were in 3 flavors. One has Stormtroopers all over it, one has Star Wars all over it, and one has something else.
Boxer briefs? Are these boxer briefs?
Yeah, boxer briefs. I haven't worn underwear since I was like in elementary school.
You haven't worn underwear?
Like underwear, like tidy whities.
Right. I was gonna say you've been going commando for decades.
I should. And I also bought a shirt that has like. So remember, I had mentioned you were wearing that shirt in one of your pictures on vacation, and it had
the watermelons.
The watermelons. I wanted a dress shirt or like a short sleeve collar shirt.
That's fun.
Like a dress shirt material, not cotton like this.
Right, I hear you.
Yeah, I wanted a fun shirt. to go out. So I ended up finding one that had like ice creams on it. And it's like a melty face. But
so, sorry, back to your thing about like buying a wardrobe. See, I don't realize I need a new wardrobe until I like realize I need a new wardrobe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I do, but kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's just kind of like you just get so comfortable wearing the same clothes, like especially like for work and then home or out. Like work, I have pretty specific clothes, right? And so eventually I get tired of those, and then I'm like, well, I need new work clothes. I go buy those. And then my old work clothes, because they're just button shirts, then sometimes downgrade down into like my semi going out. Like I'm not going to go to a nice party or event, but there's a barbecue on the weekend.
Yeah.
There's a nice button shirt.
Exactly, yeah. And
it gets
too,
down,
like,
and then it gets like hand me down.
I hate them like at the end of a laundry cycle, let's say, and I have to go somewhere. Like say I was coming here today and laundry wasn't quite done yet. I have to resort to those like these collar shirts like this that I know I've owned for like 10 years.
Yep.
It's like I just need to throw those out. Like the collar feels worn.
Yeah.
The color's different.
Yeah.
But it's like if I want to buy a new collar shirt, there goes $40.
And what I hate is I'm not a t-shirt. Like, I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I'm not really a t-shirt guy.
I'm not a V guy.
Oh, once I went V-neck, I never went back, dude. The freedom you have.
Well, you have all the hair in there.
Well, I mean, you could do V-necks with or without hair.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what's causing you grief.
No, it's not causing me grief. I love it.
Yeah, because you have the hair.
Oh, no, but I'm saying you could do it without the hair.
I just undo a button, man. Look at this. Look at it.
No, but that's not a t-shirt. I'm just saying, don't do. There's a lot of Jamie.
You've seen more than that.
I've seen a lot more than that. Once you go V-neck, though, I couldn't go back. But I'm not really a t-shirt guy. But for some reason, it's the one piece of clothing I have the most of. I don't like wearing a t-shirt, even if it was a nice t-shirt, out. Because I would much rather wear a button, a button shirt or polo. Like, it's just slightly dressier.
See, all my t-shirts now, I've really reverted for t-shirts through high school, after high school, college. I bought nicer t-shirts. I've fully reverted now. Like I have Jurassic Park t-shirts.
Right.
I like Captain America t-shirts. I fully embrace the nerd now.
The nerd culture, and they're everywhere, right? And then they have the pretend worn vintage look.
Yeah, I have one shirt, something about beer, Monday beer shirt or whatever, and it's super faded, and you take off the shirt, the print's on the inside. Like it's full nice print on the inside, so it feels like you're wearing the shirt inside out on purpose, which I mean you are kind of.
Yeah But I got all these t-shirts, and it's just like it still pains me to throw, even if it's not my t-shirts, polos or dress shirts, it pains to get rid of them, because then what do I wear when I'm trying to be more casual? Then I buy new shit, and I don't want to wear the new shit if I'm just like recording a podcast or like, I don't know.
I miss working at Blue Notes or like any clothing store, and you just get like 50, 60% off.
Yeah.
Or like the BOGO, like buy one get one free. And Blue Notes was like what, $15 t-shirts and stuff like that, or 3 for $30 or something like that.
Something like that.
I can't go to Blue Notes anymore. Can we? Can we go to Blue Notes?
No, I go in there and I feel like a child. I feel like just looking at the people who work there, I can scrape by at American Eagle. Yeah. I also like the way their polos kind of just look and fit. Yeah. I like American Eagle polos. That's kind of my polo place. My button shirt place, I like to go to J. Crew. J. Crew, can't go wrong. If I'm going slim fit, I need a large. And if I'm going regular fit, if I'm going regular fit, I need a medium, just in case any fans.
I don't like buying anything regular fit.
No, I know. Slim fit.
Yeah, it's legit.
Is the way to go.
I went out with my cousin who's living in our basement right now. Like 2 weekends ago, we went to Jesus's work, Barro/Escobar, where you need to know the password to get in. Right. So we got in, full treatment. It was me, my cousin, her 2 friends, and my brother. We had a great time. And she had mentioned that, everyone knows that Madison is my favorite place in the world, but we're far and away removed to go back there. But she wants to go so bad. She's never been. Her friends have never been. So it's like I might have to go back one more time.
Let's all go.
Who's all? Because we can barely get together for our kids' birthdays.
True, but let's try our best to all go and just end it. Do you know what I mean? Like end the
Like
Madison.
know that it's your final time there.
Because how many? Because we would go there multiple times, especially over like during a summer.
Yeah.
How many times would we go there, right? And then I would say after what 25, 26, we stopped going to the Madison.
Probably. And I probably went a couple times after that,
regularly, right? And then we now it's like year or two before maybe we go back. I don't even know. I don't know if we've even been in.
So
the
if we
last
go again,
year.
if we go again now, it's gonna be like 10 years. We go back.
Maybe, but every time we've gone in the past now, it's always been like, whoa, we don't go here anymore. We don't belong. Who knows when we'll be back?
See, but maybe this is totally wrong. When you go there, you obviously see 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, mid-20s maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
For you to realize we don't belong here, you really have to like internalize and realize that you're 32. And I don't feel it. I don't feel 32.
That's a good thing.
I know. But I still feel like I'm in my late 20s, or like I can still go out to places in my late 20s, mid 20s. I don't know. 30's it's a number.
32
man.
with a kid?
32 with a kid. You know, I still feel young at heart. I still like going downtown.
No, I that's the thing. You could still go downtown at 80 years old and have a good time. The point is, the Madison is no longer for us.
Yeah.
And so every time we've gone now, which is like probably after we turn, I would say maybe 26, 27. I can't picture of us have going more than 5 or 6 times in the last 6 years, right? I think.
See, all I want to do, I don't want to go in there and cause a ruckus. You know, I want to go to the piano room, sit in a booth, and have my beer.
But that's what I'm saying. We go, we wreck it without causing a. I'm not saying we cause a ruckus. I don't need you puking in a stall.
That's what I do at Madison.
I know, but I don't need you doing that. And then we go, we close it down, and that is it. That is it. Because every time we've gone, the sparingly amount of times we've gone, it's always been like, cool, we don't belong here. Who knows when I'll be back again? Yeah. But now it's just, we're not wondering when we're going back in. This is it.
Nobody ever has things where they know it's their final time. Like, I think that's a rare to enjoy something and know, like, this is my last time coming here. Like, let's just say, I don't know, many years from now, right? Like, I go to a Leaf game and then I croak 5 years later, and I never went back to Leaf game. So that was, in retrospect, my last Leaf game, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to go back to Madison and be like, today
is it.
We're retiring 100% Madison, which is like 10 years too late.
We're just 10 years too. But like we buy some beers. We make our rounds to every room. Yeah. We gotta go in the middle of the summer when everything's open, all the rooms.
HJ room.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? The first room you go in there's always a guitar guy in there. Like, you go down the stairs.
We go to the guitar guy, but we
no, not there's other guitar guys. That big room with the picnic benches. We go there. But right when you walk in the front door, when you go down the stairs and you're in the front door, who stays in that room? It's like you get in Madison, you just sit down. Do you not know everything else that's in this place?
I guess not. We go there, we end it.
We go to the washroom in that room. That's about it.
Yeah, we end it. Because you're right. It's like in The Office, one of the greatest shows ever. In the last episode, Andy Bernard says, "How come you never know you're in the good old days
until you're out of
the good old days?"
Good quote.
So we gotta go and experience the good old days and know that that's it.
All right, I'll line it up.
Well, I want like deep summer, like late July.
Yeah, there's no time anywhere else.
There's no time. There's no time. Yeah, we got to go months in ahead to plan and get all 6 or 7 of us there. Bring Tony, and we got to go when everything's open. Because the worst is like going like this time of year. Like, some rooms aren't open. Some rooms aren't popping. Yeah. So we got to go. Shut down the Madison.
I got a couple things lined up, actually, and I don't know when they're going to happen. My cousin's birthday's coming up. She's going to... So the reason we went to Barrow or Escobar was because she was thinking about maybe doing her birthday there. So she's like, come out, see how you like it, and maybe we can book it. I knew before we were even going that night, she wasn't going there. She wants to go to Rebel, which is where Cabana Pool Bar is. They have concerts in there. So it's full on like that, right?
Yeah.
So
the good old days.
I assume I'm going to go to her birthday because she hasn't lived here even a year yet. So I'm going to go to her birthday, and she also wants to do Beer Fest. I've hyped up Beer Fest quite a bit.
Does she need tickets?
Are you coming? Do you have hookups?
We bought 2 tickets, but realized something came up, so we can't go. So we might have 2 tickets for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might actually need those.
Okay.
I'm only thing I'm waiting for, to be honest with you, is if someone like a nice veteran like Tony T to be going, and he hasn't confirmed to me, which is weird because I feel like he's always going. Tony, I know you're watching.
I know you're watching.
I know you're one of.
He's already mid typing a comment.
Yeah, seriously. Are we going to Beer Fest? I have like 5 people that want to go, and I feel like for me to go, I need you to go.
Wait. Tony, are you going to Beer Fest? Let's give him a minute to write his response.
All right.
Down below.
Cool, I got to check this on Tuesday now. I don't know when he watches it.
Oh, he said yes. That would be awesome if I nailed that.
I need your tickets.
All right.
You know who's playing? I shouldn't have started that comment before.
Wu-Tang or something?
No, it's Red Men.
Red
Men and Method Men or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always Friday. It has cool bands.
Friday's the day to go, man. That's the best day to go to Beer Fest. Like Friday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hated how it ended though, like at 10. Like it wasn't like a 2 a.m. type of beer fest, isn't it? It doesn't stay open that late.
Yeah, not even on the Saturday. I think it opens that late. But yeah, we have tickets. I think something came up and we're not going to be able to go. So I will confirm with you what's happening with those tickets.
Sure.
Beer Fest, yeah, it's a great time though. So what else? We got kind of a little ongoing list here. So I don't know what.
I talk about Leia's first birthday. Full dad episode.
Let's go full dad episode. So thanks to the 3 people who are still caring. Yeah, my daughter's first birthday party. Her birthday's on June 1st. We've had to now do...
June 1st is what? What day of the week?
I don't know.
I don't even know your birthday. June 1st is
a Thursday?
Is a Thursday.
Okay, yeah, because I remember her being born on a Wednesday.
So it's a week and 2 days from when this goes up.
Right. So her birthday... So many people. We're doing 3 birthday parties.
Tell me you're not doing this every year.
No, I hope not.
So hold on. So you're doing a friend one, a family one.
We're doing, so June 3rd, we will be doing the first party, which is friends. So like the super friends and her play group friends, because Steph goes like 4 days a week to these early year centers. So those people and I think some others.
I already told Vanessa if like our wives get pregnant at the same time, that Steph's gonna like tear her one by going to all these like mommy groups 4 days a week, and I'm just like, fuck that. No.
Dude, best thing for Steph and my kid, if I had to do it, I don't know if I'd want to do it.
No, 0. All the stuff Jesus is doing right now, 0.
But I love that Steph does it with my kid.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like Leia's like super sociable, and like she like knows her friends like already. Like she knows that.
I wish I could see Link at daycare. Like, I wish I could see how he's interacting with these kids.
It's fun.
Because I mean, like I said, our super friends aren't available to get together as often as we'd like.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see him interacting with kids his age.
Yeah. So we're doing that one, and then I don't know, man. I lost track. All I know is I gotta.
So what's the third one?
Clean the house. There's then a family one.
Is she having a work birthday?
No, and then I think there's one with like a majority of like her friends, like Steph's friends side. So. And because we've been looking at like we wanted to condense some by looking at like some community centers and stuff, but just the price to host it there, and there's like
you're probably spending more throwing 3 birthdays at.
Not really, because we're just you know, I think one day we're just ordering some food, and then the other 2 days we're just doing burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Because a community center is like we need $800. Like, well, I don't want to give you $800.
Yeah, no. I saw some of the loop eggs upstairs. I'm excited.
It's going down.
Can't you wait to like get into these kids' birthdays and like relive the 5th birthday party or the 7th birthday party? Maybe a Star Wars theme. Then you have her dress up like Leia and Link dresses up like Luke.
Star Wars themed birthday party is 100%.
You need to make that happen.
There's again, welcome back to the #1 Star Wars podcast. I've watched so many videos because there's a whole theme of parents showing their kids anywhere as young as like 5 years old up until like 10, 11, 12, showing them the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh yeah, and see their reaction to
the biggest
"No, I'm your father"
reveal of all time.
Right.
And it's amazing that these kids
pick up on the severity of it, right?
Yeah. And I'm not kidding. They give me goosebumps. Like some of these kids, because you get them invested in Star Wars, and you show them Episode 4 and then 5, and then like just Luke getting his hand cut off is traumatizing enough,
right.
and then the whole big reveal, and then just I saw one where a little girl started crying. She's like, no, like Luke is good. Like that can't be his father. And it's just like, you get it.
Yeah.
You get it. But
so I don't remember. I couldn't tell you at all when I watched Star Wars for the first time. Don't even remember. Like it could have even been like post-internet existing. So I wonder if that was revealed to me just somewhere else, right? Like not me watching that scene for the first time. It probably wasn't. I probably read it online and then just became common pop culture knowledge.
But that's what's amazing is, especially now with the internet, with the relevance of Star Wars again, how many people don't put two and two, like, because then I've gone on like Reddit and stuff like that, and like full-blown adults who don't know, like they've gone their whole adult lives like 20, 30 years and didn't know, like they've heard the line, because everyone's heard the line, Luke, I am your father, which is incorrect, by the way. It's no, I am your father. Everyone's heard that line, but no one has put it all, like people don't get it. And so I'm happy that these kids have gone by. I'm sure they've heard that quote and just didn't, and that was a big reveal, which means you can't show them episodes 1, 2, 3 because that spoils it.
Just keep them innocent.
Just keep them innocent and pure, and then go straight to the original trilogy. So sorry, I got on this tangent saying you can't wait for birthday parties. I need to sit down one day and do the math on child development and figure out when is the best time to introduce Leia to the original trilogy.
Now.
I want to, but it means nothing now. I need at some point, maybe like 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7-year-old that could sit there and understand a movie.
7 and start one weekend. I show her episode 4, New Hope, and then next weekend we watch episode 5, and I will film her reaction.
Link has fully sat through a Moana or like a Trolls.
Yeah,
and I'd be interested in taking him to the theater soon because I think he'd at least sit there and watch it. And I know they do like family daytime, lower volume,
the families and
Saturday
stars and
mornings.
strollers.
Yeah. They were showing Trolls last weekend, but it's not the Stars and Strollers. It's like family something 11 a.m. or 9 a.m. on a Saturday. They show like
Steph's been to a couple, and we've gone to the drive-in. Drive-in's perfect because you don't have to worry if they start crying, and obviously if they fall asleep, you're still watching a movie. So, but yeah, that's actually one of my big hopes for the future. What's our timeline at, James? 43 minutes. All right, let's bang through one more of these and let's
not because it's 43 minutes.
40. I feel like we've talked.
I'm out of beer, so
You're
we
out of
start
beer?
the next one. We get fresh drinkies.
I don't know what we talked about. I'm sorry. I feel like we've talked. Is this an episode? Is this a good
Talking
episode?
about Myrtle Beach, Niagara Falls, Star Wars, underwear, clothes, clubbing, bars. It's a jam-packed episode. I'm glad you stuck through it.
Clothes. One cool thing about clothes I forgot to bring up. Our friend Colin Moriarty over at Colin's Last Stand. When he was on the Game Over Greggy show, he had mentioned what he does. Sorry, just jumping back for a quick second because I thought this was super cool. He throws out, and of course he does, throws out every piece of clothing. Like he waits 2 or 3 years. He wears the same clothes, throws them out, buys an entire, like he spends $1,500. Let's say.
I want to kind of do that.
So he goes and he just from socks up.
Yeah.
And it's just like new t-shirts, new pants, new jeans, new shorts, new underwear, and he's like, F it all.
Kind of want to do that.
Gone. And he's
like, I just want to hold on to those jeans that are perfectly fine. You know?
And $1,500 every 3 years, like that's pennies on the dollars. That how it works?
Pennies on the days?
Pennies on the days with what you invest into these clothes. So let us know if you try that little thing. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's been another episode of Dads and Six Podcast. episode number 29.
29.
We're going into the big dirty 30s coming up next week. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave us a comment down below and follow us on all the social medias also down below. Ladies and gentlemen, love you. Bye.